This is Randy Rosetta with HubStreetPreps.com with the video edition of the Tiger Tracks podcast, sponsored by Southwest Bank. I'm with Maverick Allen and Noah Ingram. We're going to talk real briefly about last week because you guys handled business pretty well against Odessa High, defensively especially, Maverick. Not that the offense took the night off. You guys you took care of business pretty well too. But obviously we're sitting here, there's something right in front of me that has Permian football and mojo on it. That gets your attention, just that name right off the bat. But let's talk about last week real quick, Maverick. Defensively, you guys didn't let them breathe very much. And I know they were on their second or third quarterback, but where is that defense right now in terms of how confident you guys are as each week has gone by?
Each week we just continue to get better and better. We come in each week, every day is a grind, it's hustle, grit. And so I just feel like we have something to prove always. We know the offense is going to score, so it's a matter of are we going to get our stops, and I know we're going to get our stops. And so last week was just a really big confidence booster and kind of shutting them out. They scored once, but it happens. They kind of came out with a weird halftime adjustment. But after we were able to adjust to that, we stopped them again, and we were able to get them out. And so going into this week, it's big because they have a good offense, but if we fly around and hit like we have every week, then we should be good.
We'll talk about Permian here in just a second because I want Noah to talk about the offense. You guys just sounds like you were methodical against Odessa High. It was the same old, but you guys just executed. When you know you've kind of got the upper hand on an opponent, having that killer instinct, how much does that kind of show how mature you guys are?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that if we came into the game and handled business and play our way, that it would end up that way. But we just coming into it with, like you said, a killer mentality and a lot of confidence and just playing full speed every play. And even when we get up fast on them, like in the first drive, we scored 2 plays, but just continuing to have the foot on the gas and just winning the game. Yeah.
And you guys, it's hard for me to ever think of your offense being vanilla, but you did some things differently, got running backs more involved, let them do some work against Odessa High. That's got to feel good for you guys to see other guys who don't always get in and get a chance to do stuff, to kind of see them spread their wings a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Northcat does a great job of just putting so many puzzle pieces in the offense that defense, it just makes it hard to guard us. And like I said, if we just execute and play our game, then we'll be successful in the field.
So 7-1, 3-0 in district. You guys have kind of started marking things off that you can kind of start building on once the playoffs get here. But this is a big one, Maverick. You mentioned it. The name, going down to Ratliff Stadium, playing a team that's also 7-1, that's going to have a little bit of a mad on after taking their first loss last week. Defensively, what do you guys have to be prepared for against Permian?
We have to be prepared for the run. We can't go in intimidated. We have to walk in the field and get on that and play the game like we're not scared. We've shown we can hit, so we have to go out there and hit. And mostly we just have to have each other's back. So we have a lot of leaders on that defense that have really stepped up. And so we just have to keep having that week by week, and especially this week, we have to have the right players like Hudson Simpson. He's going to have a great game this game, I can tell.
Would you compare Permian's approach to Legacy or Midland High, or is it kind of a mix between those two?
I'll say kind of a mix in between those because they run a triple option, but they also run a little bit of open wide sets and wing back. So they run the ball mostly, so it's going to be more like a Midland High game. So they're going to try and slow us down to get our offense off the field, because obviously they don't want to put the ball in Holden's hands. They don't have Noah, Hayden, Lane, or Chase out there kind of dicing around. So it's going to be a slow-playing game, but I think we can get 3 and out and get our offense back on the field. And so when our offense gets back on the field, they're going to score, and we're going to get up on them.
Well, to be fair, I don't know that many teams have you guys offensive weapons, so that you're a little bit of a unicorn there. Same thing for you, Noah. Their defense, just Permian tradition, they're always going to have tough guys. They may not always be the biggest, but they're going to be fundamentally sound. They're going to, you're going to get greeted when you catch the ball, I guess.
Yeah, we just got to be physical. We just got to be ready for a dogfight similar to Midland High. So yeah, and we'll be ready. So.
What about your offense? I mean, Maverick rattled off the who's who list there, but everybody knows that Chase is going to do damage. Everybody knows that Layton's going to have a lot of eyes on him. I'm going completely blank. He's kind of established that he's a pretty good quarterback. You other guys that kind of jump up here and there, how key is that? That's not just this week, moving forward when teams are a little bit more equipped to try to slow you down.
Yeah, it's huge because like you said, Leighton and Chase, I mean, they're great players. They're going to make plays. And so it just opens up when teams, try to double team them, try to really focus on them. It opens up me, Mav, and Hayden, and just helps us make plays to help our team.
Is this team where you thought you would be right now, Maverick? I know you lose the opener in a close game, but you haven't lost since then. You've had a ton of close games. Last week was like the aberration. Is this team about where you thought you guys would be by now?
Oh yeah, no doubt. We worked as hard as we can in the spring, in the summer, and so we had so many leaders step up. So I expected nothing more than we wish to be 8-0, but we're not. We're 7-1, which is fine. And luckily we're 3-0 in district. Well, not luckily. We worked our tails off for it, but we're 3-0 in district, and that's how it should be. And we expect nothing more than to go 5-0 in district and be upright district champions.
So you brought it up. I was going to wait and talk about it after last week. This one's obviously the next big step, winning a district championship. How much does that big goal sit out there for you guys, Noah?
Yeah, it's huge, and it would be, especially because it'd be an outright district championship, and we haven't had that in a long time here. So that's our goal. That was our goal to start the season in the summer and in the spring, and we worked forward, and it's in our hands now, so we just got to go take care of business.